I think in many democratic contexts, Christians will have no choice but to vote for non-Christian politicians. In my country, in the UK, only about 3% of people are evangelical Christians, so the probability that a political candidate in an election is an evangelical Christian is very small. And when we're engaging in the political process and when we're choosing how to vote, I think often we're left with having to make a choice between a variety of candidates who are not Christians, and so therefore we have to make the choice of which of those candidates will be the best person to be able to govern our society. We're in a very different situation from those in perhaps the ancient world and earlier times when democracy didn't operate in the same way. So I think as Christians we need to exercise a degree of wisdom when we're faced with choices in elections. We have to weigh up the different candidates and their characters and their policies. I think as Christians we need to be most concerned for candidates who will seek to do justice in society, who will seek to protect the weak, and who will seek to preserve Christian freedoms and Christian liberties. And then we need to weigh up of all the candidates who are there, who will be the person who will best be able to achieve those objectives. So prayerfully and carefully we have to choose from the candidates who are available who we think is in a best position to govern in the best way. And it may even be the case in some situations where we might have a candidate who would profess to be a Christian or to be an evangelical Christian, that it might just be the case that that person wouldn't be the best person to be in government. Just because you're a Christian doesn't necessarily make you the best political leader or the best ruler. So there might even be instances in which actually the best person to vote for to lead the state and to serve those concerns of justice, care for the vulnerable and religious freedom might not be a person who is a Christian. Being a Christian alone isn't the only qualification for being a good leader.